What's going on, folks? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel. Let's kick off the new month with a look at all the confirmed new MMORPG launches, content updates, beta tests, and more coming our way in February 2020 for your convenience. All subsequent launch announcements and news about content can be found in my weekly news shop videos, so subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for that. Let's begin with new MMORPG launches this month, starting with High Treason. This is a PvP-focused MMORPG that's apparently launching on Steam sometime this month, set in a low fantasy medieval world in which players will create and level up characters by completing tasks, like hunting down other players, embarking on quests, looting towns, caves, and clearing dungeons. It seems that you can even play on a hardcore server where there's permanent death, and not much else is listed in the store page's description of what type of solo or group content players can expect. Progressions seem to involve weapon growth, and the game does describe needing to complete objectives that your wielded weapon comes with in order to make it stronger. For example, more player kills or needing a certain material or element from the world to sharpen it. No trailer for High Treason right now, which is odd considering it's launching this month, and that explains why I had to use these screenshots. So if you ask me, I don't think this will be a free-to-play game, and I'd be surprised if it actually launches this month. Up next is Blood of Steel, another PvP-focused MMO/MOBA game that lets players control iconic heroes from world history, and as warlords, you'll command them and their army to do battle for territories in ranked battlegrounds and more. Basically, if you've ever heard of or played games like Tiger Knight, Conqueror's Blade, and Kingdom Under Fire 2, this will be very familiar to you. The game is scheduled to release on Steam this February 20th, and it looks like it will be a buy-to-play game. Moving on, we have Dragon Raja, a futuristic cyberpunk MMORPG that's launching in North America for mobiles sometime this month. Pre-registrations are already open on the official website and app stores, plus in the last month or so, the developers have been releasing plenty of gameplay videos to give us a look at what we can expect. While the combat doesn't look all that revolutionary, it's the other aspects of Dragon Raja that's intriguing most people, as not only do you have a story-driven, fully voiced PvE campaign to play through, you can also do sim-like things, solo or with friends, in this futuristic world like racing, sports, cooking, dating, shopping, and more that actually looks like a breath of fresh air from all the overused medieval high fantasy gameplay loops we've had over the years. If you're interested in this and haven't pre-registered yet, I've got the link down in the pinned comment. Onward, let's go through the confirmed alphas and betas this month for upcoming MMORPGs, starting with sandbox MMO Fractured. Dynamite Studios are allowing everyone without a game package to test Fractured once more, this time with better server performance and more gameplay mechanics included, beginning February 6th until the 10th. For those with game packs, you'll get to start the test early on the 4th. All players can also look forward to the enchanting system, better material selections, shields, and new lighting tech in-game to check out. If you are interested and do want to pick up a game pack, you can kindly use my affiliate link found in the pinned comment, as that'll help my channel out. Much appreciated. On February 7th, the much anticipated North American closed beta test for Phantasy Star Online 2 on the Xbox One console begins. Players can already sign up for the CBT on the Xbox Insider Hub if you want to take part. PSO2 is one of those MMO JRPGs that took a very long time to make it to the West, and it's a decent alternative, if you will, to Final Fantasy XIV, even though they play differently. So if you own an Xbox One console and want to give it a run, go for it and see what the fuss is all about. On February 20th, while TERRA 2 will enter the next test phase exclusive for its backers. The game is an isometric semi-sandbox MMO set in a medieval world, fully controlled by players. Expect all the usual core pillars to take center stage, like a crafting system and player-driven economies, and the landscape will change with the addition of new continents every season. It has nothing to do with the first game, but do note that the test this month will require that you at least have the Conqueror's Founders Pack, which costs a whopping $125 US. So that's all the new stuff. Now, what about the content updates from the big boys and other existing MMORPGs? We have a bunch, so let's get cracking, starting with Final Fantasy XIV. Patch 5.2, titled Echoes of a Fallen Star, arrives mid-February and contains new main scenario quests, the Eden's Verse Raid, the Anamsis Anidar Dungeon, harder trials, new Beast Tribe stuff involving the Kitari, crafting updates, relic updates, and a ton more. The thing is, as I sit here recording this, there's still more information about patch 5.2 yet to be revealed, since the next letter from the producer live is scheduled to take place before the update drops. Safe to say, busy month ahead for Final Fantasy XIV players. WoW Classic has a major content drop coming this month as well, known as the PvE portion of Phase 3, and players can look forward to a host of content like a bunch of level 50 class quests, new reputation rewards to grind for, the Darkmoon Fair for those that want the goodies that it offers, and of course let's not forget the major attraction of the update, which is none other than the Blackwing Lair raid, which should roll back the years and provide hours of good fun for many. The first DLC in the Elder Scrolls Online's Dark Heart of Skyrim year-long season is the HARROWSTORM Dungeon DLC, featuring 2 new dungeons tied to the Skyrim vampire narrative, in addition to containing the prologue quest for the Greymoor chapter. The good news is that the DLC has been on the PDS for a week or so, which traditionally means we should expect to see it on the live servers toward the middle or end of the month. As usual, the update will be free for all ESO Plus members, and Update 25 will contain performance improvements for everyone, including the patching overhaul, and all of us will have to re-download ESO again when that happens. Star Wars The Old Republic will be dropping its first major update since the Onslaught expansion this month in the form of Pinnacles of Power Update 6.1. Free-for-all subscribers, players will get the continuation of the game's main story content, as both sides, the Republic and Sith Empire, will work with players to reform elite forces in the galaxy. For who knows what purpose. Let's just hope the update is substantial enough to last more than an hour. Moving on, 2 of Standing Stone Games' MMORPGs have updates this month to talk about. Firstly, the Riders of Rohan expansion will be coming to the Lord of the Rings Online's Fresh Start progression servers of Anor and Ithil sometime this month, for players who own the expansion pack. Riders of Rohan will increase the level cap, introduce a new zone, mounted combat, and much more. The second update is for Dungeons & Dragons Online, which will get update 45 this month, featuring the new Alchemist class. To wrap up this video, let's talk about the only MMO shutdown happening this month, and it's for Guardians of Ember. In case you missed it in the news drop last month, Guardians of Ember is a top-down hack-and-slash style MMO that's been around for a couple of years in the West under publishers Gameforge. Sadly, there's been a disagreement between developers RuneWaker and Gameforge about whether or not to renew the contract, and in the end, the decision is to shut the game down, and that will happen on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2020. Payment services have already been deactivated, and the game is no longer available for download. And that's it, folks. Again, for all subsequent launches and announcements that will happen later this weekend and later next week, hang tight for the weekend news drops. If there's something I missed this early in the month, it's not intentional, and do feel free to share what else is coming our way in the comments down below. Wishing you folks a fantastic month of gaming ahead, and I'll see you all in the next video. Hit the like button for the love of MMOs, and hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's free, and you get notified whenever a new video is up. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching.